Good morning, good morning. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. Today is Monday morning, March 10th, 2025. Um, and I'm just sitting here at work, man, just sitting back thinking, this journey that we've been on politically has really just this event video, by the way, as the title says, the Democratic Party really played us. And what I mean by that is, you know, black people, period, you know what I'm saying, um, have largely been blue no matter who for decades. And I remember, Lyndon B. Johnson, they said back in whenever he was president back in the 1960s or something like that, said, I'm gonna be having these niggas voting Democrat for the next 60 years. And that's exactly what happened. So much so that, and make no mistake, I'm not trying to cat for the Republican Party because, two wings of the same bird, you got corruption on both ends. My frustration with the Democratic Party is they have our people really believing that they are for black people. They really like duped us, man. They really and they just used us for the last 60, 70 years, like Lyndon B. Johnson said, to promote or perpetuate their agenda. And, just knowing that the major cities where our people are, the biggest cities, like Chicago, New York, California, uh, you know, that are just the major cities that where black people reside at is mainly Democratic ran. And you see how poor and disenfranchised the black areas are. But without the black vote, they wouldn't get in office. They come down, the politicians that are the heads of these cities and things of that nature, they pander. They come do the stanky leg, dance with you. They eat some chicken wings and drink some malt liquor with you and make you think that they really got your best interest. But at the end of the day, they using you and selling you out at the same time. And then they give you a token Negro, a black mayor, or a black senator, or even a black president, and they cover up their agenda through that token Negro when it's killing you at the same time what they're implementing with their policies. And this has been going on for decades. So much so that, man, I we do a great job on this platform of pointing out the corruption and all of the nefarious behavior of this party. And man, I be having to like go neck and neck with family members. I'll be trying to wake my people up. Like, it's really difficult when you see the truth and like, man, I got a duty to wake my people up to see how corrupt this whole system that we've been following, this whole democratic machine that we've been uh just voting. Man, I mean, it's sickening, man. Voting for our own destruction instead of going through and looking at policies. I mean, Chicago probably wouldn't even be in the position it's in right now, as far as crime, as far as poverty, as far as the school system corrupt. If we wasn't just sitting up here blindly voting Democrat, and you still can't wake people up, and you point it out to them, it's like, look at this. Hey, it's clear as day, man. And it's sad, man, because it's some people, they'll never get it, man. They'll never, ever stop voting against their own best interest. They gonna forever be under the Identity Politic Act, man. Just because you see a black face. Look at the man in California. What's her name? Karen Bass or Mayor Bass. When all them wildfires went down, just because she a black lady, they voted for her. That's just what I'm gathering, because she was off in Africa trying to get watch some other president of Africa get inaugurated, knowing that the wildfires were coming. How incompetent is that? How is she still in office just because she black? I mean, it's crazy, man. Like here in Mayor Brandon Johnson, we had Lori Lightfoot, but before him, both of these people was terrible. But see, I know it's deeper than Lori Lightfoot or Mayor Brandon Johnson. They just the face of it. So I really ain't even that mad at them. It's the whole, they just pawns in the Democratic machine. That's why I say, man, I roll independent, man. Now, if you a Democrat and you talking with some sense, then all right, I'll listen at that. Maybe you might get my vote, but I would never, ever, now that I have been enlightened, now that I see, you know what I'm saying, the corruption, now that I understand, see, when you know better, you do better. And I feel obligated to, even though people may call me whatever, you know, oh, you a coon, or you this, you that, because you support Donald Trump and all that. I don't care, man. I'm standing 10 toes down on what I know to be the truth. And I'm gonna keep trying to wake my people up as much as I can, because this is sickening, man. Generations have been lost. You got these people, man, capping for Joe Biden, and he's put legislation in office with the 94 crime bill that has devastated the black community during the crack epidemic. But then he go on Charlemagne the God to tell him you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Well, you have put in legislation to cripple black people. You know how many people got locked up for enormous amounts of time because of that? What Joe Biden is, putting in legislation, but they talk about Donald Trump a racist when he has never put no legislation in office. You can talk about his rhetoric, but what legislation has he put in office to hurt black people? None whatsoever. But Joe Biden, throughout his career, has put in several legislative actions and supported. Didn't even want his children being in around black students. He was against students being busted into his area, man. If anybody racist, is him. But what he'll do, he'll put a Kamala Harris as his VP to pander to black people, because we just so much on identity politics. I ain't even finna get into her being black or not, man. If y'all wanted to say that lady black, y'all can have it, man. Who cares? What policies is she talking about? I don't care if she black, white, purple, or blue. That lady could be walking around like, whatever skin complexion or whatever y'all want to say. It don't even matter, man. Get off this identity politics. Man, people sitting up here just lost. And it's hard when man, you see your family. It's like, I think that Pastor Jamal Bryant dude called black people that was at the White House runaway slaves. Donald Trump threw a Black History Month event at the White House with Black conservative people there, and Pastor Jamal Bryant called them runaway slaves. That's a compliment. Like, I don't know if these liberals understand, like, a runaway slave is somebody that was being oppressed and knew that they was being oppressed and decided to do something about it. That's a hero. That's somebody that tried to get away from being a slave and enlighten other people to get away from slavery. And you got to understand, if we are runaway slaves because we support Donald Trump, what is the slavery that we running away from? Is it the Democratic Party? I'm just trying to understand, like, that whole statement spoke volumes, and he probably didn't even know what he was saying. I ain't tripping off them runaway slaves over there with Donald Trump. So you stuck on a Democratic slave plantation, and you just admitted it. I mean, it's just so much, man, that, doing my research, and it's just sad to see my people, we suffer for the lack of knowledge of ourselves, man. I'm telling you. But I got to get back to work. It's just a quick rant. Peace of blessings, voices for the voiceless. We love y'all. It's your boy Jay Taylor. Talk to you soon. All right, love.